I think he must be the only actor in England who's never seen Doctor Who, read it, or I don't know. I'm completely virgin to it, so I don't know whether that's a disadvantage or an advantage. That'll be for other people to decide. Um, and it's struck me that it's Sherlock Holmes in outer space. That's what it seems to be like. Um, Somebody on his own planet. So I don't know whether that's accurate or inaccurate, but uh, and you follow the script. Oh, the future. Yeah, I think that everything is that we know about the past is, I think a tendency that almost inevitably you have. It's like, who would you have your ideal dinner dinner guests, or when would you go back? If you went back to Egyptian times, you'd be a pharaoh. You wouldn't be some poor slave hauling rock across the desert. Um, so I think the standard of living in the way that we live now, certainly in the West, is so sophisticated compared to anything that's gone before. But I would definitely like to live to at least 120 and see what the future's like. But we haven't been doing it in sequence, so they jump around a lot. I think hearing everybody else doing the Shalka screams and the various sound effects and things, that's more enjoyable than anything that I've done. I worked with him in Gosford Park, so I'd met him before, and I knew Diana Quick. So I think it's like anything, it's just actors sitting around telling stories of past humiliations and things that are common to most actors' lives: bad reviews, unemployment, the worst people you've ever worked with, the most monstrous egos. All that stuff provides daily entertainment and bonding. I have no idea. I mean, somebody said to me that one of the Doctor Who's wore a long scarf um, and had curly hair, but they didn't all have curly hair and long scarf, right? But is a scarf something that only one of the actors wore? This one, because I have no idea what the thing looks like. So when I've done animated things before, you're given a storyboard or a sketch of what the character that you're doing looks like, whereas in this one, uh, if they're basing it on what our faces are, and because we don't know what the costumes look like, I honestly can't answer that. So I'm totally in the dark. Oh, I think it's very cinematic, and 2001 is, I still think, the kind of benchmark all-time science fiction classic film. I don't think it's been bettered. Um,
Are you a Kubrick fan?
yeah, big Kubrick fan, and I think that I had read Arthur C. Clarke's book before I saw it, but that's the only science fiction book I've ever read. So a hopeless interviewee in terms of science fiction in the future, I'm afraid. I certainly don't think the future is going to be everybody with large heads, small feet, and wearing space-age suits. I think that's already the time that we've lived in now, since all that was predicted 50 or 60 years ago. That's not where we're going to be going. No, no more. I think that because I've published film diaries that begin with, first film I ever made. There's a kind of natural arc of going from total inexperience, being wide-eyed in Babylon kind of thing, and so that you as a reader go through a similar kind of journey that I was writing about. But I think that once you've done it, then sort of second volume is diminishing returns, really.